If you're using Google Ads for your plumbing business, and really any other business is totally fine. I just work with a lot of plumbers and HVAC and roofers and electricians and so on. But there is a tool within Google Ads that is called the Keyword Planner. This is something that will help you expand your keyword list with Google's help and to support making decisions on what keywords you should prioritize and which ones may be too expensive or not enough of a return, or maybe they're not even searched enough times. So the data within the Keyword Planner can help you determine what keywords to target, which keywords to put into your SEO strategy, and what keywords to maybe ignore or add as a negative. So let's show you exactly how to use the Keyword Planner within Google Ads. First, you're gonna go to your Google Ads account. You're gonna sign in. If you don't have one, you can create an account. You will be asked to put in a credit card, but you won't create any campaigns. Now, the beginning of the process of creating an account, which I have another video on, it may force you to create a campaign, and you want to pause that as soon as you create it. We don't want to get active or started with anything before we know what keywords we want to use. So getting in here and using this tool for free, as long as you have all of your campaigns paused, you'll be able to then start from a good data-driven starting point. So once we get in, we're going to go to the search bar at the top and type in Keyword Planner. Select the Keyword Planner under Tools and Planning, and then we're going to see 3 different boxes. We are going to start with Discover New Keywords. This is going to be the best place for us to do what we're doing here and finding new keywords. The first thing is we want to change the location. With being a plumber, you're localized. We only care about the area you actually can serve. So the United States giving us estimates for the cost per click and the competition is not going to be helpful, because we really only care about maybe the 100 miles that you're willing to travel for a customer, and it may be less. So we're going to use Rochester, New York as our targeting, and we're going to remove United States. So you can see now just Rochester or Monroe County is in blue, and we're going to click Save. Now we're going to type in a few of the keywords that we have written down from what we found in the auto suggest or the people also ask. Plumber near me, and we're going to separate with a comma or a tab, and you'll be able to add up to 10 keywords to give you an idea of at least a starting point. Okay, so I've added in a few different keyword ideas, and they're on a variation of all the different types of keywords that we've talked about. Plumber near me, plumbing service, plumber misspelled, hot water heater repair, and toilet won't stop running. Now, some of this language you may find that is more customer focused. Hot water heater repair is going to be a little more formal with the actual request that they need a repair. The customer may not know that. So these are a variation of different types of keywords you might use, and we click Get Results. Now with this, you'll see that it is the last year of data and for our specific geographic area. You'll also find that the keywords that you provided are at the top, and then keyword ideas for more ideas are below. And so the average monthly searches is going to tell you how many people are making that search on Google in this area in the last 12 months. The competition is how many other people are using this keyword in their Google Ads campaign. So is there a lot of people targeting this or not? And if there is a high competition, you may expect that the keyword will have a higher cost per click. And as you go to the next 2 columns, this is the top of the page bid low range to high range of your average cost per click. Now, if you don't know, using Google Ads is a cost per click bidding model, meaning that you will pay each time you get a click to your website, no matter what happens after that click. So being very strategic about the keywords you target and how much you're willing to spend on them is important. So plumber near me gets about 1,600 searches per month over the last 12 months in Rochester, and it has a high competition. I'm not surprised, it's a very common keyword. But the low range bid for the top of the page, which ideally is where we want our ad, is about $14.52. Not bad, a pretty average cost per click for plumbers in this area. It can be anywhere between $5 to $20 per click. Now the top page high range, meaning you're at the top of the page, you're there consistently, is $80. So that may seem extreme, but I want you to think about if you got a customer that called you and signed an appointment, whatever they got to repair, what's the minimum amount that you would make? Say it's $200. Are you willing to spend $80 to get that customer? Making sure that your website has all of the information to convince them, an easy funnel to get them to contact you, book an appointment, call you, whatever, is important, and making sure that you don't have any waste in your spend, targeting keywords that will result in a customer, but your website falls short. So making sure that you're taking a look at the keywords, how often they're searched, the competition level, and of course, I would say the high range bid, because that will give you a clear idea of how much your budget should be. So if you are considering Google Ads, this is a great place to know, how much should I be spending per day, per month to get enough leads? Well, the first question is, how is your website converting? How many people do you need to go to your website to get a customer? From that, how often do you need a new customer? And everyone will say like every single day or 10 times a day. Well, making sure that you think of how are you getting those customers now and where are they coming from so that you can target that area with more intensity. If that's with organic traffic, blog posts, videos, or using Google Ads and making sure that you target and have a big enough budget to get that goal met. So a lot of different considerations when you're using Google Ads, but the first is to know what your average cost per click is and what keywords you would be targeting. So this is a great place for anyone that is considering Google Ads to start. And you'll see that emergency plumber near me has 4 words and it's only searched 260 times per month on average over the last 12 months in Rochester. And that's because it's a long tail keyword, meaning a short keyword, 1 word, is going to be searched more frequently because more people are commonly going to use that 1 word. Now, the longer you get, the more words you add, it's not going to be as common as someone's going to search that exact thing each time. They may do plumber emergency near me, emergency plumber. Those are all considered different keywords. Now, Google does have a related algorithm that they've started, meaning they know when emergency plumber near me is the same as near me emergency plumber. So you may not need to target all of them, but you want to be considering how does your audience actually search and when there is enough traffic or popularity with that keyword. So your keywords will go from 1 word to a full phrase to a full sentence, and knowing that there's going to be less traffic with the longer they are. So use this list to continually add to your list that you're targeting in your SEO strategy. All of these can be expanded, especially within additional content, meaning you have individual service pages on your website for each of the services that you target. Ideally, within Google Ads, you would have a different ad group for each of your services so that your ad can be specifically clumped to be related to whatever keyword theme that you have. So if you do drain cleaning, you want to have a group that is only about keywords that are related to drain cleaning. Now you can do that by going into the keyword planner and typing in drain cleaning and seeing what Google suggests that is related. That'll help you clump them together and have an ad that speaks directly to someone that's looking for drain cleaning.